Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Tuche, and today's video is pretty much just a slave vlog update. Yeah, so week and a half early, but got this table. Um, and yeah, I think today is going to be more, if anything, less non-transparency. Not really happy with the progress I've made when it came to creating videos. Haven't got any of the editing done. Haven't gotten any of the yoga stuff, the videos for that done. I have stuff set up, but I haven't actually followed through with much of it because I still have it's off screen. I don't feel like turning the camera around, but I still got stuff in the way over there as far as getting stuff cleared. I finally have these desks actually in place, so I should have space to properly clear it and actually know what will fit where. I had to rearrange this room a little bit multiple times just to try to get this desk fitting in here properly. Take a leg off the corner because you can't really put a, a leg in all four corners of a rectangle and wedge it up against another rectangle and expect to sit in the corner because having a bar going through your crotch is not the best way to sit. Yeah, so there's that. And on top of that, today was just a generally weird, rough day. Woke up tense, woke up late. I just felt off most of the day. Didn't really seem to have it in me to get pretty much anything done. And even when I did try, breath work, meditate, do some yoga, I couldn't even get through the yoga properly because I kept cramping up. Like to the point where it wasn't just like toes like kind of pointing off the side. Like my toe literally was like wrapping itself around and underneath another toe and just pulling off to the side. And if I turned my foot a little bit, then my foot would cramp down off to the side. And so it was like toe cramps all the way up the calf, into the quads and the hamstrings, in through the glutes. I'd get like QL and psoas cramps. I was getting cramps in my traps. I was getting cramps in my neck, even some cramps in my hands. No idea what the fuck was going on that. I was like, okay, well, more water, more potassium, still didn't fix it. Magnesium didn't help. Like, it just sat with me. And it's fucking rough. Very unpleasant. Tense, irritable, bit of a headache. Was getting lightheaded, was nauseous. Didn't feel like getting anything done. Don't think I was coming down with anything either. Just, I don't know what happened. But that being said, even with it being rough, not getting that, and some other stuff. But either way, point being is, even with the rough day, it was a good day. I'm grateful to have experienced it. It's a good reference point for other days, especially the less rough days. It's also a good reference point in the fact that it's not actually that rough. I've experienced way worse. Like, absolutely fucking miserable compared to that. And even that made it through, and it's fine. Because, this too shall pass. You kind of think about that. All the highs and the lows, don't worry about it. They're not going to last. It's like, oh, hey, I'm feeling super down. It's like, don't worry, this too shall pass. It's like, oh, dude, I'm super excited and happy. It's like, don't worry, man, this too shall pass. So, yeah. Not even making much eye contact. So, either way. Incredibly grateful to be able to have the time and the capacity to be able to even have a space like this, to be living in a house, to have loved ones that care for me, to care for my loved ones, friends, family, and all that. Be able to have this dope stuff. Be able to actually have hobbies and to learn from those past. And for as esoteric as it may be, to never be properly alone, because the fact that I have the capacity for language, as do most humans. And yeah, that being said, all the language is made up by somebody. This is going to be a little bit of a fucky thought if you've never thought this before. So bear with me here and be prepared to not be able to unthink this. Is the fact that no matter where you go, if you think thoughts in some form of language, you have dead people in your head, and you are permanently living with other people and their remnants because somebody else made up these words. Somebody else has probably formed these sentences before. Somebody else probably came up with all these ideas before you did. You're probably an unknowing proponent of various philosophers and the opposite as well. And not even with just that, but like literally, you were sitting there with a bunch of stuff made up by other people in your head that you used to form your perspectives of reality, your identity, and pretty much every other construct that you could put a symbol or a word to. And that's equal parts dope and like weirdly terrifying, depending on your perspective, I guess. So, yeah. If you can think words, you're never actually alone. Make of that what you will. It is what it is, just like today. And there may have been rough parts, and there were good parts. And not often be like, hey, I'm glad the day's over. But I'm glad the day's over. But I'm glad I had the day. And I'm hoping I get to wake up tomorrow and take another crack at it, like whatever. Either way. Y'all know how the buttons work. If you so choose to press them, hopefully I'll actually start making some more meaningful progress in ways I deem meaningful with these videos. But, again, progress also just one of those illusions. No mountains to climb. There's only mountains and climbing. I'll continue to climb and admire the mountains. I hope you do the same. Wishing everybody happiness, freedom from suffering. My name is Ichabod Latuche, and as always, tell your friends.